You are now listening to the smooth sensations and high vibrations of Alex, host of the best relationship channel on YouTube. Alex, drop them gems on us.
What's going on, y'all? It's your boy Alex. Shout out to the Elite Fleet. Make sure you like and subscribe so you can become a member of the Elite Fleet. And I want to talk about Chrisette Michele's claims that she has severe autism. For those of you who don't know, she recently came out and she said she spoke to a doctor, and apparently that doctor confirmed for her that she actually has severe autism. And according to her, her realization that she has severe autism brought a lot of reality to several things that happened in her life. Apparently, according to her, a lot of things that had happened in her life up to that point now make sense. Now, the issue with her saying that she has severe autism is this. I don't know if you guys know the diagnosis that generally comes along with the claim that you have severe autism, but we're talking about constant meltdown, major meltdowns. A lot of people who have severe autism have to be monitored 24/7. Like, they're incapable of functioning fully on their own, right? Because not only do they have the severe multiple breakdowns, but a lot of them are nonverbal, right? They can't verbally communicate. A lot of them have extreme sensory needs, okay? A lot of them might even get into self-harm. There's a lot of things that go along with saying that you have severe autism. Chrisette Michele, at no point in her entire career ever really displayed any of these things to anybody. So for her to just come online and just be like, oh yeah, I found out I have severe autism, it's disrespectful for all the people out there who really do have severe autism themselves or have children who have severe autism. You do not have severe autism. Am I a doctor? No. But you do not have severe autism. I think we can pretty much all agree if you had severe autism, it wouldn't take until you were 40-something years old for you to realize that you had severe autism. Now, some of you may be thinking, okay, Alex, so Chrisette Michele may be lying. But what does that have to do with modern women? Well, what it has to do with is this new phase. Listen, I like all the emphasis on mental health, right? I do. But it has to do with this new phase or this new era where it somehow became cute to have mental health issues. Oh, I got mental health issues, and it's not cute. And women today seem to think it's cute to have mental health issues. And everybody has anxiety today. Everybody is depressed today, right? Everybody is on the spectrum, right? Everybody has some type of mental health issues. Like, I was talking to a girl not too long ago, right? And we were talking for like a whole year. Then all of a sudden, I kid you not, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, she just pops out and she goes, I have autism. And I'm like, since when did you have autism? She's like, the doctors confirmed it, but I always thought I had it. I just don't talk about it that much. But, like, I'm autistic. That's why I send you so many text messages and so many photos. Because she would send, like, mad different photos at a time. Like, most of it was, like, conspiracy-related stuff. But either way, she just popped out. I send you all these photos and I photobomb you because I have autism, right? I don't know when she went and talked to the doctor, nothing, but all of a sudden, she had autism, right? Now, in her defense, she didn't say she had severe autism, but it didn't change the fact that she was doing something that annoyed me, which is blowing up my phone 24/7 with conspiracy theories and photos of random shit. And I'm like, listen, I'm a busy man. I conduct business on my phone. You can't be blowing up my phone like this, right? And so her excuse, instead of changing the behavior, became, oh, I have autism. As if I'm supposed to take that as, because you have autism, I'm going to deal with you doing something that I don't like because you have autism. I never even said I wanted to date someone who had autism. So you're lucky you don't just get cut off. Now, she did eventually get cut off, not because of that, but just because I realized that whenever you tried to hold her accountable to something, she just was one of those women who didn't want to be held accountable. And so I was like, I'm not dealing with that. But either way, this is something that modern women run through all the time. And number one, I deal with people who have real life mental health issues, right? I have a best friend whose brother is a real life schizophrenic, right? And I see, some days I talk to this man, he doesn't know who the hell I am, and I grew up with him. Other days I come in there, he running right up to me, he dap me up. We having conversations like we've known each other forever. I've seen them have to fight this man. This man fought his father, this man fought his brother. So I know what real mental disability looks like, right? I had a cousin who was schizophrenic and who stabbed his mother up in his sleep because she thought he broke in the house and was trying to hurt him. and then came to the realization while he's being interviewed in the prison that he actually killed his mom. Bro didn't even recollect that he killed his mother. My mother, when she lost 4 of her sisters, almost back to back to back to back, she was clinically depressed and on medication for a little bit. Now she's doing fine now, but I'm saying all this to say I know people who have real life mental health issues. And so when I see people like Chrisette Michele, when I see people like the shorty who I cut off, who I was just telling you guys about, trying to make up mental health issues, or I got mental health issues, you know, and like it's cute, or like it's the thing to do now, it gets on my nerves. It pisses me off, especially when it's exaggerated. There's nothing wrong with you. Why do you want something to be wrong with you? We're just supposed to be raising awareness of mental health so that people can actually get help, especially in our community. Not so that you can have an excuse to continue to show no growth and change no behavior. That's not what it's for. That's not what we're doing. I need you guys to understand this. It's an annoying trend. And then you also have to realize a lot of these women, like I tell you guys a lot, right? So I own my own videography company. I have movies on Amazon and stuff, right? And then I also work in wealth management. And so a lot of these chicks, they'll try to get like disability, for example, and you can't get disability. And they be like, how come I can't get the disability? Because you went to a clinic and told them you had anxiety and picked up medication. So just so you guys don't know, when you have a mental health issue, like when you've been clinically designated with anxiety, right? Or you've been clinically designated with depression, because all y'all want to go and see a therapist, and the therapist gets paid kickbacks. And I've talked about this before. So because the therapist gets paid kickbacks, the therapist is going to try to find something wrong with you so they can prescribe you medication, right? Or they can get you up to the psychologist so they can prescribe you medication. That's their job. A therapist has 2 jobs. One, not to solve your problem anytime soon, because he needs you to continue to come to him. So either you can keep paying for the sessions, or your insurance company can keep paying for their sessions. And then 2, get you up to the psychiatrist so they can prescribe you medication so that they can get a kickback. All right? This is what I'm saying to you guys. So when you guys go to these therapists and you want to have anxiety, you want to have something wrong with you, and they prescribe you this medication, it stays on your mental record. So when you're like, oh, let me go and get some disability, you know, or let me go and get some more disability because my job only covers the 60%, and you get denied, and you like, damn, why am I getting denied? You're getting denied because you told everybody that you have anxiety. You told everybody that you have depression. So they put you on medication for 2 months, and they took you back off because you don't really have it, but they got their kickback. Now that's on your record. Now you can't get disability. Like, you know what I'm saying? But even deeper than the fact that that has impacts on things you may or may not be able to get into your future, it's also just the aspect of it's disrespectful to the people who really have mental health issues for y'all women to just be running around pretending that you have mental health issues. I told you guys before, if you don't believe me about this being a problem with modern women, right? 25% to 33% of modern women have at some point in their life been diagnosed with some type of mental health issues. So you're even telling me legitimately that almost half of you are crazy, or almost half of you are capping. Now, me personally, I could see both. To be quite frank with you, I could see half of them capping because it's kind of trendy to say something's going on with your mental health. I could also see that half of them probably do have some real type of mental health issues, right? But either way, at the end of the day, acting like you have an issue or overblowing your issue because you want to garner sympathy, or you want to have excuses for continued behavior that's not appropriate or not ordained by society, is just weak and it's corny. It's weak and it's corny. And I'm glad Chrisette Michele's getting called out for this, because he's overwhelmingly being called out for this, because you're not severely autistic. Again, if you just wanted to say you were autistic, fine. But you're saying you're severely autistic, like a level 3 autistic, that requires 24/7 care. How are you level 3 autistic all of a sudden as a grown adult? Like, you know, just nobody sees it. And it'd been one thing if maybe something happened that triggered you to get to level 3, and you're level 3 now, but you're saying this explains a lot of things that happened throughout your life. So that implies to me that you always had it. So nothing changed. And I just don't see how that could be the case. But yeah, ladies, y'all gotta stop the whole, like, it is not cute to have a mental health disorder. And if you do have one, then okay, go ahead and get the help. But it's not cute just going to the therapist and just saying you have shit, and it's gonna come back on you. It's gonna come back on you. And I'll also say, guys, some of these women are pretending. Some of these women are pretending. So y'all really need, as men, y'all really need to check these chicks out. and make sure that they're not crazy and make sure that they don't got nothing on their record. Because some of them really are nuts, right? Some of them really are nuts. And to be honest with you, even if she's not really nuts, but she just claimed that she was at some point, that's information that's vital that I feel like you need to know that a lot of women won't tell you. They won't tell you they were on anxiety medication. They won't tell you they were on depression. You know, they won't tell you any of these things. They won't tell you they were bipolar. You know, so this whole leaning into being crazy thing that women do today, man, it's just, the Chrisette Michele thing is just making it get out of hand. Like, you don't have severe autism. That is insane to go around pretending that you have a very serious mental health disorder when you don't. Like, what? For sympathy, attention? I don't get it. Either way, yo, that's my thoughts on that. I am Alex, and I am out. Peace.